Hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I am doing a plan with me actually a rewind plan with me, sorry, for the week of November 25th, which was Thanksgiving week, and I'm using this holiday prep kit from Caress Press. This was one of those, I got totally influenced to buy this. I did not buy this kit when it first came out. It wasn't until, was it last year, I think I bought it, and I was just seeing everyone else's spreads, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of like this. I think when it came out too, I just had so much Christmas art that I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't do it. But I decided to go ahead and pick it up after seeing everyone's gorgeous spreads with this kit. So this is an oldie but goodie, I must say, an oldie but goodie. I actually kind of love the colors. It's very muted, but it's so pretty. It's really, really gorgeous. And I feel like it's a great Thanksgiving into Christmas transition kit mostly because of the colors. But yeah, so that's what I'm using. I'll be honest, I can't even remember what I did for foil. I think this is one of the sweater patterns from Plannahannah Underlays, one of the sweater patterns. And I think I did a mix of olive and matte bronze for this set, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I actually laid this down and looked at the spread. And it's also 7 in the morning. And I'm doing this before work because dedication, but I'm also exhausted. And y'all, it's that time of the month and she killing me. I'm just like, why can't you just text me and say, hey girl, you ain't pregnant? It's like, thank you. And go about my merry stinking way. You know what I mean? That's what I need. Who can I write a letter to about this? But yeah, anyways, foil, sweater underlays from Plannahannah. I also pulled in some plaid. I think it's from a plaid foil bundle that I had. I pulled in some plaid washi, and the regular kind of bow washi from Plannahannah as well. So matte bronze or olive, both excellent choices. I think I did a mix here. So that is the foil situation. And then this is Thanksgiving week. So it's oddly the last week of November. It's usually the week before the last week, and it really threw me off this go round. Last year, it's weird to say this year, but it really threw me off because I'm so used to having a bit more time between Thanksgiving and Christmas break for work. So it really kind of threw off my productivity. I thought I had more time than I did to finish up a project before winter break. So it was a little hairy, but obviously we got through it relatively unscathed. So here we are. Here we are. But yeah, is there anything else? I think I kind of went through Thanksgiving week when I was closer to it in real time, to be honest with y'all. But if for some reason maybe you're new to the channel or you don't remember, we did spend Thanksgiving in New York City. We were visiting Bay's family, so we spent it with them, and it was an adventure. We ended up, it was kind of a long trip, sort of, because there were 2 legs to it, 3 legs, I guess you could say. Because we drove halfway there to Connecticut. I live in Mass, for those who don't know, so we drove to Connecticut halfway there, and then we took the train from Connecticut to New York City. So, and then from the train station, we took an Uber or a Lyft or something to his family's house. So 3 hefty legs for what would have been a 4-hour trip, probably in the car. But I still prefer it to having to deal with traffic in New York and mostly having to deal with parking, because parking is so annoying in New York. Where his family lives, I think you need to switch the sides that you park on every day, and it's baby. That is annoying. I guess if you're going out to work every day, it's a little easier because you're leaving and coming back, but it's still annoying. So instead of having to deal with that, because we stayed with them for a couple nights, so we would have to move the car basically every day. Instead of dealing with that, we were just let's just take the train. let's save ourselves the hassle, which was way less stressful than having to worry about parking and then finding parking every day and the whole shebang. So it ended up being great in that regard. So we stayed with his family, I think like 2 nights. And that was definitely interesting because they, well, kind of live in the projects. So, it is interesting. I I grew up in similar situations. Not exactly, but we were not rich growing up. So like I'm used to the environment, but it's still it's still a little like where have I entered? Like what's going on? But it was fine. Um, it was fine. It was totally fine. We just kind of hung out with them. We watched movies. Of course, we ate. We went on Thanksgiving Day because just better for travel in general. Most people are kind of where they need to be on Thanksgiving Day. So anytime I have to travel, I try to make it on the holiday, which I know can be annoying for folks, but really for us, it's no big deal. Like, honestly. So we traveled on Thanksgiving Day and then we came back home on that Saturday, I think. So it was really only a couple nights. So we got there and it was basically time to eat, which was perfect because I was starving, y'all. When I tell y'all I was starving, because I think we left pretty early from home so that, we'd have enough time to do all these legs of the trip. And I don't remember if I had breakfast that morning. I don't think I did. So I was starving basically like by the time we got on the train. So I think I was okay for like the trip to Connecticut. And then we got on the train and I was like, food, anyone, please. So it's just rough because I got up early and then I didn't eat. So I had a headache. So by the time I got to his family's house, like I was done. I was like, all right. So I was very glad that it was basically time to eat. So we ate. Of course, it was amazing. Everything was amazing. And then we just kind of hung out with the family. I think we watched a movie or something. And then the next day we went to a restaurant, which is hilarious to me, but in due time it made sense to me, but it was hilarious given that we have so much leftover food. But it was nice. Like, it's all about kind of like doing something different. So, and like experiences with the family. So I was fine with it. But we went to, I think it was a Puerto Rican restaurant. I think it was Puerto Rican. And it was basically empty. So it was great when we got there. And it was a cute little place. They were playing salsa music. And I remember I found a really beautiful quote. I had put it in my plan with me when I was talking about this before. So I don't remember what plan with me that was. But if you happen to be binge watching, you'll run into it. I was probably doing my either fall or Halloween spreads at that point. So it should be around there. But yeah, it was a good old time. I got to hang out with his niece, who's my favorite person. She's just adorbs. I think she's 9 now, and she's just the best. She's the best. So I just basically hung out with her. She's my little bestie when we do family things. So I got to hang out with her, and yeah, it was a good time. Then we just went back and hung out. It was very chill times. When we were trying to sleep, though, it was interesting because folks were not trying to sleep. Folks were not trying to sleep in the neighborhood. They were trying to get litty. So I just heard a lot of music for a very long time, which is very typical in New York situations. So it was, it was what it was. Like, it was just a couple nights. It was kind of rough living through it. And I did have a bit of a hard time. I think it was maybe Thanksgiving night because I had, grief hits you in very strange times and ways and just kind of randomly. It just slaps you in the face. And I just kind of had a full moment while I was there. So it was fine. I had the moment and then I was fine the next day. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, that was basically the trip. On Saturday, we kind of did the whole leg of the trip legs. Trip legs sounds like a weird word. We did the whole trip again, right? So we took an Uber Lyft to the train station, took the train to Connecticut, and then drove home. I think we got home like Saturday afternoon, and we were just exhausted. I think I unpacked and probably just ate and chilled. And then Sunday just kind of did laundry to get ready for the week. and all the things. I might have taken the following Monday off. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And we're not technically at that Monday yet, but I might have taken it off because I do like to give myself some extra time to buffer anytime I have a trip. So sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, but I did try to give myself that extra time. So, but yeah, that was basically the week. All right, y'all. It is days later since I did the first part of this voiceover, but it's cool. I wasn't finna to start over, to be honest with you. So we're here. It's been a time in my life. I don't really want to get into it. We'll talk about other things like pretty stickers. So I don't know if I mentioned this in another plan with me, so I do apologize if I did, but I've kind of revamped my whole February kit lineup, which is kind of hilarious. And now I'm waiting for things to come in for it, namely one kit I think I'm waiting on because I just got a ton of foil. And I just filmed the last part of my haul, which I think will go up after this video. Not entirely sure. I think it'll go up after this video though. And I have to check and see what my April kit lineup is looking like if we're going to be able to film that soon. To be honest, the soonest I'd be able to film it is 2 weeks from now. Let me take a look and see if I can even film that. Maybe I'll try to film it today, squeeze it in. Hold. I'm just looking up what I'm planning to use. Do I have this stuff? Oh, that's the wrong month. I was looking at May. I'm like, wait. Let's see. I don't have that kit. I have that kit. I don't have that kit. Nope. April is not ready. So basically I'm waiting on kits and the April lineup will be late per usual, but it's fine. But since I am kind of held up with my February spreads and my last January spread just went live, that plan with me just went live today, actually, as I'm doing this voiceover, it just went live. So that was the Frosted Dreams one. So since I'm going to be held up with my February kits for a little bit, I'm probably going to post as many of these older kind of Christmas spreads as I can. So I have this one, obviously, that I'm doing the voiceover for now. I have another one that's already filmed and just needs a voiceover. And then I have, I think, 2 more Christmas spreads. 3 more. No, I have 3 more Christmas spreads. One of the bases is down, so I'm going to try my darndest to get through as much of that as possible while I'm waiting on some of these February kits. My own fault for revamping my lineup, but I just got into one of the moods, when you get into one of the moods and you're just changing everything. That's kind of the mood I was in. So, yeah, so you're going to be seeing a bunch of Christmas spreads on the channel. I'm sorry that these videos are going up like this, but I still prefer it because if I hadn't been posting my January spreads, I would obviously still be in December and we are heading into April. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time. So we're approaching busier times at work, which is why I probably won't be able to film that kit lineup for another couple of weeks, which is kind of annoying, but it's a really short stint of busy at work during the spring. So it's okay, just power through, get to the other side, and then you should be hopefully, knocking on wood, cruising into summer. That's what we're hoping and really praying for, because life is testing your girl these days, and I just, I'm just all set. I don't want another test. I took a lot of those throughout, high school, middle school, elementary school, college. I'm all tested out. I don't need any more of them tests that the Lord just insists on sending me. So, yeah. But, so get ready to have some holly jolly fun in April. I was I'm not going to be doing Christmas spreads in the spring. Enter Anna doing Christmas spreads in the spring. It's hilarious. Other sticker related news though. Y'all, why is everyone having a sale this weekend? This is the weekend, the last weekend in March. Everybody's having a sale right now. Whimsy is celebrating an 8-year anniversary, I think. So they're having a sale. What was the other place? There was two other shops that I saw, and I was like, oh, I need to note them, and I didn't. I just saw Whimsy. Oh, this is gonna bug me. But there's two other. Oh, Planahana's having a sale. Carly Plans just had a sale, and there's one other shop that I can't think of. But everybody's having sales, and your girl has no money to spend on them. I'm really sad about it because I want to buy the cute stickers. Okay, I just want to buy the cute stickers, but we're doing some expensive things soon, and so I really, really, really don't have the money for stickers right now. And as you all know, life just keeps getting more and more expensive. Yay! But it is cool to see that there's so many sales happening, and they all seem to just coincide with each other. So in regards to my little old shop, if you're wondering, I have been working on new things. I did post a little teaser, I think a few days ago now, maybe last week, not sure. I think earlier this week, that I was working on things. It has slowed down a little bit. I still think I'm at least a week or two, possibly even three away from new releases. So we still have a while to go. I'm really just trying to take some of the pressure off myself to release things. So often I kind of want to have them released for a certain time because I know folks are going to want to use it for that time. And it's just really hard to keep up with that timeline when you're also working a full-time job. And I have so many other personal responsibilities that really have been, especially lately, weighing on my life. And so I have to just pace myself and just realize that when I can get to it, I can get to it, and it will be released at that point. And those of you who are still interested in buying it will buy it. And if not, it'll stay in shop for the next go round or whenever folks are ready to buy it if they want. So I'm kind of working like coaching myself through it, because I'm always like, you need to release it now. And it's like, no, you don't need to release it now. Like, it's gonna be okay. So know that I'm working on them. They are coming. I'm super excited about them. They are just, I love them so much. I just love them. I hope y'all love them. Y'all love them too. Because it's just made with a lot of love. That's all I'll say. So, that's what I should get for my my next set of. I use little stickers on the back of my bubble mailers that say "You've got great taste" or something like that. I think the next ones will be like "Made with love." I've seen some shops use that, and I think that's so sweet. And it's true, because I do try to make everything that I make with love. So we're working on them. We're still a couple weeks away, but I'm really, 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 really pumped to share what I've been working on with y'all. So stay tuned to that. Stay tuned to the shop, and make sure you're subscribed. To the channel, but also following me on Instagram for the most current shop updates. They always hit Instagram first before they hit YouTube. So if you're interested in anything related to the shop, make sure you're following me at Cafe with Anna over on Instagram. So it's once again been days for your girl. I don't know. Apparently voiceovers now for me need to be recorded over several days. Make it make sense. But y'all, your girl's been on the struggle bus. Some parts of it I have no desire to get into, but I'm having, what do you call it? It's like trap something. I can't say the word. I'm having trap muscle pain. If you know, you know. It's like the neck, shoulder, back area. Like my whole right side. And I think I've just kind of been abusing a little bit lately, because I think I was mentioning actually in this plan with me that I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself to get releases out for the shop. And I'm like, I had to take a step back. And this is, I think, my body telling me that, because I'm right hand dominant, and the right side is what's bothering me. And I've been doing a lot of designing. But I don't think that's actually what's been the worst part of it. I think I have been just abusing my right shoulder, actually, because I've been lugging my laptop to work, which is not typical for me. I know for some folks, they bring their laptops into work constantly, consistently good. Not the case for me. And it's very heavy and I have to do not a ton of walking, but a decent amount of walking. So it's not like, okay, you're going to carry it to the car, dump it in the car, and then park and walk to a building. Like, I take public transit, so I actually do way more walking than maybe the average person who's commuting, in a car or something. So I've been lugging that thing back and forth because, like, last week especially, work was kind of slow, and I despise, this is also, I'm showing you all my flaws. This is also the toxic productivity in me, but I despise wasting time. It bothers me. Like, especially because work takes up so much of our time already, and to sit there when nothing is happening and waste away for the sake of having a clock in for the man is just pisses me off. I hate it so much because I know that I have a never ending list of tasks, of things I need to do. And instead of doing literally anything else, I'm just sitting at work, not doing anything. And it drives me insane. So when I know I'm going to have downtime, and it doesn't happen very often, I don't generally need to be lugging my laptop in. But again, because I'm like, I want to get these releases out, I was lugging it in and kind of using the downtime to design, which honestly was great. I got a lot done in regards to designing, but obviously not great for my body. So I'm trying to sit the F down and not do anything for a little bit. So obviously that's going to delay releases even more, which I've just kind of accepted will be what it is. They're coming, y'all. I'm excited about them. I hope you'll love them. They are coming, but I have to make sure that I am just taking care of myself and being cognizant of my limits, because if not, I can't release anything, right? So I'm going to pace myself a little, or be a little bit better about pacing myself and not putting so much pressure on myself to release. Even though I'm not even a shop that generally releases like consistently anyway, but I'm still, for some reason, putting the pressure on myself. Anyone else? Anyone else wonder why we torture ourselves like this? Would love to know. But yeah, so that's the update with my health. But I am going to hopefully be able to rest it for the next day or so, where I shouldn't have to use it too much. And then obviously I'm not going to be lugging my laptop into work. So we're a work in progress, but it's definitely not fun because I have to figure out like how to sleep. It's nighttime right now and I'm doing this, and I'm trying to figure out how to lay so that it doesn't hurt, and nothing's working. So we in for a long night, fam. We're about to be binge watching some Plan With Me's on my end to get through the night, basically. But yeah, y'all, that's where your girl's at. I am somewhat impatiently waiting, now that I think about Plan With Me's and videos to watch, I'm impatiently waiting for the Scroll Prince Co. April mystery reveal video. I guess she posted it already on, like, but for members only, because she has like a membership now. And y'all, I understand the logic behind it because it's going to get people obviously to join the membership one way or another who can't wait and want to see it. But I'm also like, why? Give the people what they want. Anyways, it's fine. Very first world problem. I will see it tomorrow. While I'm doing this real time, tomorrow I think is when the reveal video will go up for everyone who's not a member. So I know some people have already seen it who are either members or have seen it from other people. And I hear it's a book theme, which I get it. We all love books, but I'm just like, eh. I think the good thing about book themes, though, I will say, is that you really can use them as anytime kits. Even as someone who does, I was going to say who can't read. Y'all, I can read, I promise. Reading comprehension is up there for me. Even as someone who does not read, like is not an avid reader, I still find them to be like fairly usable for anytime kits. And some of them are super cute. So I am looking forward to seeing what it looks like. But anyways, that is all for this plan with me, y'all. As you can see, I'm giving you a little wiggle here. I really love how this spread turned out. I'm so glad I kind of circled back to this art, because I think it's beautiful. I was about to say beautiful and gorgeous. What are words? Here I am flipping through the remains. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more planning content from your girl. And I will see y'all real soon. Bye.